Hi fam, my name is Vuvu and this is Vuvu Vena Reads. If you are new on here, please consider pressing that red subscribe button down below and joining the family. And if you're a returnee, a member of the fam bam, welcome back fam. And thank you for joining me once again. On today's video, I am doing a quick review of Broken Porcelain by Relebone Rirhandzu eAfrika. If you're curious as to how this book impacted my life, please do stay tuned. So Vena _reads is an amazing book reviewer, also YouTuber. She reviews books on YouTube, and if I'm not mistaken, she also has a blog as well. So please, if for your connection with literature, get in touch with or follow at VUVUVENA_reads. She is based in South Africa, and I think it is also extremely important to follow literary content creators who are based outside of the West and in continental Africa, because they do a really good job of bridging the gap.
We appreciate you, Vuvu, for bringing us Turning Pages and for bringing us your BookTube channel.
You know, this is a chance for people to actually see some people that I really enjoy.
Please consider pressing the red subscribe button down below, and if you're a returnee, welcome back fam.
Vuvu, you're amazing. Thank you so much for your time.
So if you are a returnee, a member of the fam bam, you will know that I'm not very big on non-fiction, but I absolutely love memoirs. So this one is a mental illness journey by Relebone Rirhandzu eAfrika, and it was sent to me by Blackbird Books and the author for review purposes. This is a South African author, and as mentioned, the book is published by Blackbird Books, and it is a memoir of her journey through mental health. In case you are wondering, this is what the author looks like. I absolutely love this cover because it is not only for the colors that are chosen, right, but because of the shattered, I'm sure you guys can see, like, this ring light is absolutely failing me. Okay, there we go. There's a picture of what I assume is Rirhandzu with shattered glass on it, and I think it's very telling of how this is a memory of a child's picture, right? And those of us who grew up in African communities, we know that our pictures growing up used to be the center of attention in our living rooms, etc. And it used to be one of those things that were very prized, because this was before, especially if you're a millennial, right, this was before digital cameras, etc. You needed to find somebody to take a good picture, print it, and make sure that you are memorialized for the longest time. So I absolutely love what this conveys. In this memoir, which I have absolutely called brave because of a number of reasons, right? Relebone is very vulnerable with us. She talks about her upbringing as candidly as possible, as well as personally as she can, in the sense that it is about how she grew up impacted who she became, and what happened to lead to the battles that she encountered in later life. In here you will find stories about belonging or not belonging, stories about grief and how it just sticks as a second skin to you for the longest time, and before you know it, it has impacted your life in such major ways that you cannot shake off, and how that new identity or that new skin speaks louder than the skin that you spend your whole life trying to reveal beneath it. And it is written in the most beautiful manner. Her writing style and her writing skill is phenomenal, and I call it brave because she has literally put bare everything and anything that is who she is. I don't know how else to explain that. Like, she has literally stood naked in front of us and said, this is who I am, and this is why I am, and this is who I'm hoping to become. And I think that in a society where we applaud perfection so much, this level of vulnerability is so beautiful. And it's not a level of vulnerability that is in vain, because anyone who is akin to her or who is like her in this journey of discovery and of life feels seen, noticed, and kind of comforted through reading through this masterpiece, I even dare say, of a memoir. And in here, if you are obviously suffering from mental health issues, if you are suffering from grief, if you have body issues, if you have struggled in any way in terms of relationships, be they platonic or romantic, if you are a young Black woman in South Africa trying to figure out where you fit in the greater narrative, this is a place that you can come and curl up in and know that somebody out there is battling the same things as you and is saying to you that is okay as you are right now, as you are showing up in the world as you are right now. That is fine. On top of that, she actually shares her remedies in the sense that she talks a lot about therapy, the medication that she's had to undergo and why, as well as other non-medical, non-expensive means in which she deals with the things that she has come to face in life. I've tapped this book quite a bit, right? And that is because I saw a lot of myself in this journey, and it is a book that is very, very dear to me. Even now, like it's making me a little bit emotional in the sense that there's nothing as profound as finding a tribe, and even if it is by means of a book, but finding a space where who you are suddenly makes sense and is acceptable as it is. I hope that makes sense. And if you have not picked up this book as yet, or you have it in your shelf and you haven't given it the time of day, I waited for it to call to me, don't get me wrong, so you're not forced to pick it up immediately, but the day that you do, I almost guarantee you it will change your life. That's all I have for you today, and I hope that you enjoyed this little insight into my experience with Broken Porcelain by Relebone Rirhandzu eAfrika. And I will try in the description box to link where you can actually buy a copy of this book for yourself. And until next time, I love you very, very much for choosing me. Bye now.